Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, tonight might be a short stream. We're going to find out. I'm pretty tired. I've mentioned my routine, my new one that I'm getting into, and I think it's impacting my sleep a little bit. I might not be getting enough sleep, or I might be overworking my brain, or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm kind of tired. We'll see how long I can go tonight. I am using my paper, and I am going to throughout tonight be starting to build up the Baba toolkit, right? We might revisit a couple of levels and just remember like what our options are. I've just been writing down like a couple things that we did yesterday. All right. Death prevention has yourself. Yeah, I need to write that down. Okay. We're going to be building up our toolkit tonight. I'm going to have like a list of things that I can check to see if that's the right option. The controller light turned on. I wish I knew what caused that. Okay. So where we last left off, we just done 4 levels in the Chasm. We have 5 up here, we have 7 here, so that's like 12 levels in total. And if these are all as hard as they sound, maybe we will have a nice short stream that still lasts a satisfying amount of time, right? I don't know how to go about building up my toolkit again. Like, do I just revisit random levels? Like, what are some of our most notable levels? I mean, I don't know what to do, like, to build that out. I don't know if I should just start playing more levels or something. It kind of feels like a waste. Like, yesterday I got kind of insecure because I thought I felt really stupid. And I realized it's because I didn't have like a good process for solving puzzles. I just kind of tried to come up with an idea, and if I didn't come up with an idea, then I was stuck. This is the telly world. That's right. There's useful stuff in Island, right? Or maybe there's useful stuff in Ruins, or like... Ruins was short. It's like, it just felt weird to not be able to remember so many puzzles. You know what I mean? It's like the empty bits. Heavy cloud. Heavy cloud. Where do I start? Maybe I do just play it. Like, am I overthinking things? I always overthink things. I overthink things like a lot. What did I learn about in Deep Forest? I learned about up in Deep Forest. Okay, wait. Maybe I should just start, like, maybe it's not having, like, a toolkit, but, like, getting my assumptions on paper and, like, sticking with them and, like, trying to come up with a sequence, like, in advance. Okay, I don't know. Either way, whatever I'm doing here should have been done off stream before I started. We're gonna just play the game. Right, we're gonna play some Chasm levels. And we're going to turn my phone on to Do Not Disturb, because it always is on Do Not Disturb, except for specifically today when I turned it off because I was getting a phone call from, like, multiple phone calls. But... Okay, what do we have? We have a really weird situation to be in. Here is more. We have a new word. We have more. Oh, God. Okay, so more will cause things to just keep existing. More will cause things to just keep existing. Okay. Wow, that's so weird. Hi, Minoshi. No worries. We were just trying to build up a toolkit until I realized I don't even know where to start, and then I should just start playing levels, right? We'll develop the toolkit today through deliberate play, instead of trying to go back and, like, remember all the lessons. So we're trying to learn how to use more. We have belt is shift over there. We have Baba is U. Baba is more probably gets me beyond the belt. Like, that's probably win condition. But we have to figure out how to. Okay, more won't move text. Okay, I mean, like, the foundation of this is pretty easy, right? I just... maybe I should keep a rock? Should I keep a rock? I think I should keep a rock just in case. Let's just, like... We're gonna keep some rocks, guys. Everyone likes having extra rocks. Because I haven't worked out I haven't quite worked out, like, what the win condition of this one is yet. Oh, I got push stuck because more can't exist for that long. Well, belt is shift is a problem, but I cannot change belt is shift. So, presumably what I have to do is, not... Okay, text does not float. Right. I just want all of the water gone, to be honest. What will getting rid of all the water do? I don't know. Couldn't tell you, to be honest. But it makes me feel safe. Plus now it's easier to move Baba is you around, and then I could do like... Baba is you and... Even the more Babas can't get beyond the belt. And they also pushed more away, so now it's stuck. Why is this working now? Why is it working now? Guys, what did I do differently? Ah, whatever. Treasury. What is the significance of rock? Okay, let's get a feel for like what's going on here. Okay, so basically keys will just keep going forever. And I have to make sure it's push, but like not... I need a key to be able to get out. So like that's not the right rock position. It's like, what problem do I run into? Just the fact that they're static? Yeah, the fact that they're static. So this puzzle is about figuring out where to align the rock such that I can successfully push the keys. Because keys simply cannot be pushed until I make it so. I wonder if putting the rock here is good. Yeah, it's gotta be good. This is it. Relatively easy puzzle. Good. Lava flood. Alright, what have we got? No! What a cool level! Okay. Baba is you. Wall is stop. Lava is more and hot. Baba is hot. Flag is melt. I need to figure out how to... I think it's... Okay. It looks pretty impossible to... I cannot simply undo flag as melt. What can I manipulate fast enough? I can turn something else into... This flag is going to die no matter what. I have access to 2 flags. I could do flag as flag. I could do flag as Baba. Flag as Baba. I can't manipulate this Baba as you at all, but I have access to something as Baba. Something is Baba. But I've not got anything to transform, so object transformation doesn't look like it's the solution here. I can't make Baba is win, which would be really convenient. No, look, I can prevent lava from flowing by encasing something in text. But it is very, very, very temporary. Okay. Number 1. And I'm gonna start writing these down because I feel like I got confused last time because I didn't write them down. Okay. Flag will die. That is going to happen. The flag will melt. So I do not have access to this flag anymore. Just... Number 1, first thing in the Baba toolkit. Check available sentences. That's the first thing we want to do. We want to check available sentences. Flag is flag is one of them. Flag is Baba. I cannot make Baba is anything. I cannot make text. I mean, that really does nothing. Hello, Epic Kitty. How are you doing? Yeah, right now we're trying to apply some problem-solving skills to this one, because I mean this is just looking like another one of those sequence ones that I struggled with. Like, which one am I thinking? This is one of the garden ones, right? Probably, yeah. Which was the one? Jaywalkers United. Yeah, this one, right? This is the one that... I mean, I feel like it's another sequence one. Or it's something like that, right? Where it just becomes really, really easy once you... Whoops. Once you know what to do. Whoops. I forgot my sequence here. But yeah, it has to be something like that one. Where it's just the sequence, right? It's just the sequence. It's something straightforward. We would really like for Flag is Melt to go away, but I cannot reach it. No matter how many actions, I cannot reach it. So available sentences. Flag is flag, flag is win, flag is melt, flag is you. Flag is you is available. I would like to know what that does. I mean, there is no flag. Flag is Baba doesn't exist. I mean, like, truthfully, object transformation doesn't really do anything here. Like, I struggle to see the value of any of my sentences right now. Because I can't simply make a Baba is you, like a Baba is win. So, like, this might be a test on just, like, more properties. I might have to learn more properties. Like, how can I prevent lava from spreading? Because, well, everything in there in the wall is stop. I cannot affect. Those are true. They will never not be true. Something is Baba. Flag is Baba is the only one there that makes sense. Flag is win, flag is... It's like, yeah, it's not text. It's not text. It's not text. So let's just start exploring properties of more that might be relevant, right? That one's relevant. Oh. Okay, that one was not very hard. I feel like my brain is probably a bit more awake today, even though I said I was tired. Now that I'm in the swing of things, I think the way I'm handling my logic is better than yesterday, right? This made total sense to, introductions of new mechanics are 0 or a 1. They're not very hard, they just take some time to kind of figure out, right? So what's going on here? Oh, I see where I am. I'm down here. Wall is push, Baba is you, star is hot, and not win. Skull and love is melt. Skull has lava. Love has text. Lava is more and defeats. Oh my goodness. Nothing is win yet. Love is win is probably the win condition because love has text. Skull and love is melt. Star is hot. Love is not push. Is star push? No, only wall is push. Oh my goodness, I have 3 wall segments to control the flow of lava. Ah! Introductions and stuff like empty, all, more are 1. Push, shift, U are 0. Well, okay, empty is confusing. Empty gets confusing fast, but I guess, like, actually introducing it is not that hard. Skull has lava. Lava is more and defeat. Love has text. Text is obviously able to be moved. If I were to do this... Oh, right, lava is more. As soon as the lava floodgates open, that's it. Now we're spreading. And it's defeat. So how do I... Wow. Star is hot and not win. The star melts everything. How can I manipulate everything? With only 3 walls. Because, yeah, the only word I can make is star is more. So it's not a logic puzzle. Yeah, I was just trying to apply, like, a logic lens to everything, and then I, like, psyched myself out. This is not a logic level. This is a finagly level. Nothing can be pushed except walls. And, yeah, only these walls. Only the 3. I wonder if it's supposed to be as simple as this. Like... Wait, I might be thinking of the wrong love, too. Like... Yeah, and I'm just trying to use the same concept. So I have 2 loves that could become the foundation for Love is Win. I would assume that it's this one, but then I just realized I don't have to assume it could be this one. Whichever side I throw... I mean, can I just stop? This is the first one that gets affected. This one gets affected shortly after. What happens if I literally just do this? But then I make stars more, like, up here. No, I just get overwhelmed too fast. But yes, indeed, the walls do prevent skulls from creating lava. Welcome back, Minoshi. Yeah, it's just a sequence. It's just a sequence. So, the correct order of operations. One of the loves melts. The lava does not chase me fast enough. So I can move the love text up to is win, and then I can reach this love before lava shows up. I have 3 walls to work with. I cannot move anything else, but I do have text. I do have text. I can prevent 6 skulls from exploding. Which is a big deal. Even better, I can set things up like this, so I can only move in one direction. Like, I can really, really restrict how Star expands. And in fact, I don't have to be like that strict on it, because it can only expand. I don't have to spend one in the corner, because it can't expand into corners. That would only go left. See? And like, that's obviously not the correct solution. But that's the principle we have to understand. Like, we can really, really manipulate how things move. But not well enough. If anything adjacent to that love catches on fire. Okay, surely it cannot be that one. It cannot be that one. I don't see how it could be that one. But if the lava is flowing, the lava will always flow towards whichever heart that I want to turn into text, which is always going to be problematic, and I just have to figure out how to answer it. We know that more never propagates onto solid objects or text. Actually, I'm going to write that down. More never propagates onto solids. That's what we will say. Because text is solid, because text is always fundamentally push. Wait, I can just... Okay, the star will continue. Okay, it won't prevent that. Gotcha. But this will. It's funny, I can set star as more to be true. How much can I guide this direction? Nope, not yet. I mean, no, I know I can do it like a lot. Okay. Not ideal that that's how it happened, but... I mean, no, I still have too many stars, don't I? I'm trying to see if there's a universe in which I can manipulate it so much that it only goes in one very specific direction. But no, that very quickly spirals out of control if I do that. See, because now I just simply do not have enough to contain everything. Yeah, it's okay. So controlling the spread of the stars to make it reach only first love is not looking very possible. I think as soon as first love exists, I have to deal with some lava. Or as soon as first love text exists, I have to deal with some lava, I think. At least that's how it seems. So now it's just a sequencing question. The walls and the text are meant to restrict the flow of stars. And consequently the flow of lava. But how do I discover what the first step in the sequence is? I guess discovering what the first step in the sequence is would be all about figuring out which one of these hearts that I need to turn into text, like for sure. I need to know for sure which one of these hearts I need to target. Because once I have that, then I can start working out the sequence from that point, so I can figure out how much lava is okay to have. I think that's probably what I have to do. So, with that in mind, if it were to be this heart, it can't be this heart. It can't be this heart because, or can it? I think so. Yeah. Well, let me make this point first, and then you can choose to hint or not. If I try to send the stars up here, then they will always hit the skulls first. And then, so, it would hit, like, this one, lava would spread. This one, lava would spread, and there would be a star on this. And then nowhere I can stand would be safe enough to push this text. So I must be already standing here when love is win, and the lava has to be just reaching this point. So I would have to run from here to here to make it. So it cannot be this heart that we turn to text. It must be this heart. The only one that can be reached theoretically without lava. Oh. So yeah, there's no way to race it. Oh, I see that now. Yeah, there's no way to race it because lava is hot, right? No, lava's just more. Okay. Okay, let's just see how bullshit it is, because that'd be really funny. Obviously, yeah, that shouldn't work. That should never work. Okay. Okay, so we do, in fact, need to get the stars only to the heart. That's probably gonna have to be done in very, like, gradual steps. Okay. Oh, shit. I think that's probably too many, right? Well, if I fortify this, and I fortify this... Oh. Yeah, no, I just have too many of them. Now I can properly fortify. Okay, let's just see if this is the sequence. That would take 3, but Oh, but if that gets far enough to reach any skull, like... Ah! Because of course it's on the same level as the rest of the skulls. Oh, no. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3 away from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from here. 1, 2, 3, 4 from here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 from here. So if it ever propagates 4 in either up or to the right, I lose. I need it to propagate 5 to the left, but only after 2 down. It can never be allowed to go up. It can never be allowed to go right. So, of course... What am I doing? Spending that many moves to dismantle Star is really bad. Well, actually, if this is here, then I may as well, like, do it properly, right? No, because if it ever goes 6, it has to be less than 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have to get it to the heart in 5, or I have to destroy the word and start changing my structure, which is very likely that I have to change my structure. Okay. I can allow it to go 4 there. I can allow it to go 4 up. I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to do 5 though. I can't allow that. Yeah, more can't corner cut. Very important property. But the problem is 3 of my words have to be, well, 3 of my words have to be aligned vertically. So it'd be like start is goes right there, of course. Unless I put it underneath. I mean, still, this needs 5, not 4. So I'd have to do 1 here, like... No, but... Again, we're having an issue where now there's only 3 here. So this probably isn't the starting configuration. I need to fully prevent... Okay, wait, hold on. I needed to move just down to start. I needed to move just down to start, I think. I know, I hate it. Don't put that there yet. I would need this here. Okay, does that get me closer to victory? This is still a 5. Oh, wait a minute. I think this wall's in the wrong spot. I think this wall's in the wrong spot. I can be more restrictive than this. I mean, that still creates one above, so that's bad. It's the star. Star isn't doing anything. Oh, yeah, that's right. That piece isn't doing anything. Thank you. Yep. And then where specifically would I need it to get this one to go? Like, here. Oh, yeah, I can get it to go down, too. Okay. So I got it to go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still need it to go here. I need it to move to this. No, don't make the stars move right now. I need to make more go away. We can now afford to let 4 upward motions be made. But the cool thing is, they'll all be made at the same time. I can actually make 5 moves here without hitting the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but I need 5. 3, 4, 5. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. So 1 has to be here, 1 has to be here. It's so close, but it's not right. But I don't want to just try stuff. I want to understand what's going on. I don't get to no. It's actually pretty close, come to think of it. No. Don't make it from that direction. Oh, we actually got a love. Nice. We just had to stop it at the right time and then... what a gross level. Wall is stop. Oh, we have a lot of words to work with. Wall is stop. Flag on ice is win. Rock has ice. Rock on love is weak. Baba is you. Rock, flag, Baba, love, is on and more. Well, because I spat water everywhere. We all know my spatial skills are poor. I like the logic. I don't like the finanglies. But I'm also liable to write stuff off fast. Very much so, yeah. So, we have a complex logic sequence here. The ultimate win condition is to have a flag on ice. The only way to generate a flag on ice... Oh, for current level, yeah. The only way to generate a flag on ice is to get a rock. Rock has ice. The rock has to be on love. Now, the big problem we're having right now is that we need to figure out how to make more objects. The best way to make more objects is to run one cycle of Baba is more. More here. Oops. Oh, on that scale, I've forgotten the sequence of the scale there. Okay. Okay, so the next thing. Oh, I do not want another Baba is more. The next thing that we need is a Baba on Baba. We need Baba on Baba is something. Now we need to figure out what is most useful to turn a Baba into right now. Which of our objects is most useful to turn a Baba into? We have a Baba on Baba. Rock has ice. Okay, so we need a love, we need a rock, we need a flag. We need all of them. But the most immediate thing that we need is... I mean, let's just make a love. Technically, that is 2 loves. Technically, that is 2 loves. The other obnoxious thing is that I'm not allowed to move anything. But I can make anything more and they won't interact with each other. So that's okay. Rock on love. Actually, let's not set that to true yet. Let's make some more Baba on Baba. It'd be easier for me if I made it here. Beautiful. Let's make ourselves a nice little rock is more for 1 frame. Okay, we have made ice. Here is ice. Now, a simple... Oops. Let's combine our Babas so it's easier to control. One simple love is flag later, and we win. I found that one pretty straightforward, to be honest, guys. They gave you all the tools, and it was not that crazy to figure out how to use more to make it, so... I didn't even find it that, like, I didn't find it tedious. It's just like it was a nice sequence, right? I found it to be a nice sequence where all of the steps were clear, and then it's just go through those steps, and the steps aren't complex to execute. Metacognition. Okay. Why does this say? Oh my goodness! That's true. It could have been annoying. Baba is word. Oh my goodness. So this means Baba is defeat. This means Baba is open. Like, okay, hang on. I need to figure out how to arrange this. I think this does it. Yep. Okay. Absolutely wild. I love that. Rock is word. Rock is hot. Kiki is push. Okay. Baba is you. Baba and Box is melt. Box has flag. Flag is win. To win this level, Box must melt. So Rock must be hot. Rock is word. Rock is not push. Oh my no. Oh. La, 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 la. Wait, this is not. This isn't going to work. I'm about to lock the rock here, but then nothing's hot, and I haven't used Kiki. Okay, let's go back. So to pass into here to access the rest of the level, I must disable Rock is hot. I have no other option. I must disable Rock is hot. Rock is the only thing that is word. I have another Rock is push accessible. The word Kiki cannot be moved. So I can't simply make Kiki hot and beat the level that way. Once again, our win condition is that something that is hot melts Box. It is implied that that should be Rock, but I don't have a way. I don't know what to do with Kiki yet. And I don't know how to use Rock is word in this context. Not yet. But I can figure it out. So, where to start? I guess, what is Kiki's purpose? We should figure out what is Kiki's purpose first. Kiki's purpose is... like, push Kiki around to start. The only thing Kiki can interact with is Kiki is push. So Kiki needs to be somewhere to... I don't know what Kiki's purpose is. Like, the obvious thing to do would be to do, like... oh, but the rock is a word, so I can make a secondary rock. That's the key. Okay, so I actually was on the right track right away. But what I'm supposed to do... Hey, Alex, it's going very well tonight. Yesterday was a little bit rough, but today is way better. Kiki is rock. Now, if I declare that rock is push... Wait, what the hell did I do last time? Probably, but I don't really mind right now. That's right, that's what I did last time. And then here we are, and we have solved the level. Beautiful. Broken. Okay. Who decided to make text is not push? That is a fundamental rule of the game. No, not allowed. Wall is stop, wall is wall, Baba is you, text is not push. Rock is push though. Rock is push. Rock is word, by the way. No way that I can create indirect... I can create text stacking using objects. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't make an is to attach to win. So... The only thing I can do is move these rocks somehow, and they can interact with Telly. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? I mean, oh. Wow, that's... Okay, I mean, I guess that's what it does mean, yeah. Oh, that creates a text as rock. That's no good. But that's text stacking, so that doesn't disqualify any properties. That's text stacking. To win, I must have an is somewhere. I must have an is. I mean, like, okay. So rock. Oh no, rock. It can't be rock is win because rock is push, and I can't stop it from being push. Well, no, because I do need to move text. I do eventually need to be able to move text again. I need to stop text is not push because win. I can't possibly bring enough things over to win to create a win situation. First of all, I can never step into the rocks. Second of all, I have no is. So, the thing that would make most sense is to create ice is win. So text is not push must be invalidated somehow. I must figure out a way to invalidate it. Now, it cannot be by doing text is rock, because that kills me. I cannot make a Baba is Baba. Baba is rock, kills me. Let's bring this rock back. Aha! We could do some really disorienting things with telly. Aha! Can we now? Shit! Well, we can still break the sequence. Beautiful. Now we can interact with text again. Beautiful. Okay. Wait, I feel like this just got a lot more straightforward, didn't it? Excuse me. I realized that like right before you sent the message. Oh goodness. Okay. Text is float because text should not sync. So we have no... Oh, I need to add text sacrifice to my toolkit. Text sacrifice. Okay. Water is water. Rock is rock, but none of these are sentences yet. Rock and water is stop. None of them are sync yet. I need to turn something into words. I also have access to push. I have push and I have word. Huh. The shape of this level is a little weird. Nice. How was it? Was it a good game? Was it a bad game? Was it an in-between game? I liked Bayonetta 1 quite a lot. I never played 2. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that a lot. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. Once I declare that one of these two is word, only the other one can... Wait, no. I can never take it back. I can never take it back. Whichever one becomes word is always going to be word. I can create water is sync. Water is sync can happen at any time. The problem is, this leftmost rock is bad. I can't do anything with it right now from here. Rock would have to be something different. The and cannot be retrieved. Rock cannot be retrieved. Which one should become a word? One of them is pushable. Actually, technically, I could make them both push. Both of them could become push. I just still don't have a solution for what I can do about that last rock. How do I bypass that last rock? Well, the first thing I need to do is I need to push this water into this rock. Or I just need to push them both out of the way. I can turn... If I turn all waters into rocks, that's bad because nothing can sink. So rocks need to be turned into waters. No, because water is water and rock is rock. No objects transformation. So, So that's not allowed. So I need to be able to push both. That's actually the key. I need to be able to push both. How do I do that? How do I accomplish that? These are both stop right now. How do I accomplish being able to push both? After all, these are 2 apart. Which one of these needs to be word? See, I can't just have... Oh, wait a minute. No, I need to start with... Okay. If I start with water is push, then one of them can be here. Then let's turn water into the word. No. It's just in the wrong spot. It's just in the wrong spot. Oops. Rock should be push. It's just in the wrong spot. Nope, we're still completely live. Hang on. Just push this up out of the way. But we've fully and permanently committed that. Both of them are now push. Okay. Which means water maybe sink now. Okay. Oh, but I cannot disable water as push. And if I cannot disable water as push... So I did this the wrong way around. It's actually got to be the water that is word. Okay. So now I can disable water as push, and boom, that is one problem solved. Now, we have another problem to solve because water is sink. So now that we've gotten this far, well, water is push again. Okay. Now it's just that last rock. How do I now end rock is push? I would love for rock to become intangible here. And that would solve everything. But I can't manipulate anything in here. My starting configuration is scuffed. Oh. Well, I can't rescue push from the bottom, is the issue. Oh! Okay, so, hang on. Okay, so there's a reason they give me a rock and water here at the beginning. It's still got to be water is push. But the water is going to be the element on the side. The water is going to be here. Meanwhile, I need to set up the rock so that at any point I can push this rock into the water, and then water's no longer push. That's what we need to do. Oh, hang on, no. No, because the initial problem that I had is now I can't walk past here. And water has to be pushed after this. Whoopsies! We're still close. We still have the general idea. Water must be here. No, wait, hang on. Do I have the wrong one as... Is the wrong one a word right now? Let me think about this for a second. Step 1, push these two. Both need to be push. Step 2, water is not push. Push rock. Step 3, water is push. Step 4, rock is not push. Both rock, water, not rock. Water, rock. It's okay. Water, rock, rock. Water, rock. Okay. Water, rock, rock, water. That's what needs to be pushed in that order. Water, rock, water. In that order. Okay. So, what's the sequence then? Which one needs to... I just need to remember why I made some of the decisions that I made. Because I let myself get too bogged down in too many ideas without writing things down, and then I undid things and now have to like reconfigure them, and that's where my brain tends to struggle the most. Like just keeping that sequence intact. Okay, so obviously to end rock is push, I must push the physical rock into water. Or I need to push water into the rock. So actually, the one that needs to be text is rock. Or the one that needs to be word is rock. So I will set up the rock here. I will set up water as push again. Oops. God damn it. Okay. Beautiful. Now I will disable water as push. Boom. I will turn water as push back on. And there's my problem. I cannot push the water into the rock because rock is push. I must push the rock into the water. How do I find an angle to push the rock into the water? I need to be able to turn off water as push, so water as push has to be the vertical one. Water is push has to be the vertical one. Water is push must be vertical. Here? Minoshi, okay. That's not a hint. I know what I'm... Okay. I'm not struggling with what I'm struggling to sequence it very explicitly. Like, that's a no shit Sherlock kind of comment. Okay. Again, I can't push the raw water to the rock. Why would I think that? I don't think that. What is it? Okay. Water must be the vertical one so that I can easily and trivially turn it off and turn it back on. Wait, yeah, turn it off and turn it back on. Water must be vertical so I can turn it and turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. So rock has to be the horizontal one. Now, so if rock is the horizontal one, rock is always push. If rock is push, then nothing can be pushed into it. So what piece of this am I missing? Because nothing can be pushed into it. Now I need to be able to... I can push it into... Ah! Okay, it was right there. It was right there. It was so close. It was so close. And I had a feeling that the solution would involve, like, putting the rock here, but I couldn't visualize how that would matter. But it matters in a very simple way. Pushing the entire word. And now we have the solution. Now the level's blown open. It works now. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. Kiki and the Star. What's Kiki is sleep? What is sleep? Kiki's asleep. Look at her. Okay, I can create something is floats. Lava is okay. Lava is lava. Star is wind. Hedge is stop. Skull is defeat. Kiki is Kiki. Very simple parameters right now. Very simple parameters up. Oh God. Lava doesn't even have any properties right now. Like, I can't manipulate that. Although it is an object that can become me. Let's take inventory of our viable sentences. Lava or Baba are now interchangeable because either can be is you. Baba or lava is word, Baba or lava is float. What I need to do long term is to create something here that is me and is float by using is word to finagle things around. Then I can float above the skulls and stop Kiki's sleep. What happens when I wake Kiki up? I don't know. I have no idea. But we at least have to find out, and we have to do that to get me there. So let's start with a very simple opening. That doesn't do anything because I cannot move the is you over at all. I need to find a way to move the is you over still. Now remember that is word inherently lets me do text stacking with an object, which is very strange. Okay. Yeah, I can no longer move like properly around there, so that's just no good. We did just successfully move it over. Hang on. Oh, we've got to just keep sequencing something out here. How did we do that? Baba is word. Wait, am I overcomplicating this? Hang on. Wait, I'm totally overcomplicating this. Hang on. I'm really overcomplicating this. What am I doing? Baba is you. I need to move it over one more. Wait, I just... Yes, I did. And I need to... Okay. Is you shifting? I was gonna write that down too, like, once I was done the level, but now that you've brought it up, I'll do it now. Is you shifting? Two adjacent is statements. I've been talking the whole time about how I can never move is you. But in fact, I can. I just need to figure out how to do it in the last, for the last bit. Just do it down where I have more space. What am I doing? Just do it where I have more space. Dude! And look, I can rescue everything. I actually do not. I just needed the is. Wait, so what is it useful for? Well, now that I can go over this, let's figure out what happens when it's no longer sleep. Kiki just wakes up and does nothing. I don't need it for U shifting. Okay, now that I've woken up Kiki, what did I accomplish? Oh! Sleep does nothing! I have to know. It didn't do anything. Oh, I need to... Don't you dare tell me I need... Okay, hang on. How in the name of hell am I getting the U text over here? Let's just think for a second. The new problem is that, well, I gained access to sleep, and it baited me. I learned U shifting. The Kiki text is stuck here. I technically do not have access to this extra is because it's also stuck here based on just how the level's designed. I actually no, unless I did that, and now, I mean, no harm done on that to be, unless I needed something is Kiki. So there could be harm done because I have, nope, Kiki is Kiki, Kiki is Kiki, so I can now take this extra is. Okay, so the real value in getting over there was just unlocking an extra is, and now that's going to have to be relevant with word. Okay. So what am I trying to do now? What am I trying to do now? I have Kiki text. Kiki needs to be controllable. Kiki needs to be controllable. Cat's Live, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your time with us. Kiki needs to be me. But if Kiki is me... Wait a minute. I did just turn is you horizontal, didn't I? Oh, this level is just all U shifting, isn't it? Forgot about that detail. Yep, that's relevant. That's relevant. How do we solve that problem? Because I need to be float. I need to be float. Right. Well... forgot about that detail. I need to figure out how to use word in this context. Like, no. How do I set this up properly? Because, like... like this. But I moved the is! Go back where you belong. Okay. It's just you shifting. I just want Baba to be me here. Okay. Baba is word. There we go. I got the solution, but because I didn't know earlier, like... Oh, this is a complex level. This is a very, very complex level, isn't it? Baba is win. Look how nice that is. Baba is win. Me is you. Okay. Wall is stuff. Me is you. Water is sink. Star is telly. Okay. Text is float. Skull is defeat. Fungus is fungus and defeat. Rock is rock and defeat. Where is rock push? Why is rock push? Rock is pushes up there. Fungus is word. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. Okay, what's open? Door on me is wall. That's all it means. So that means this is a one-way door. And if I walk through, fungus is no longer push. Great. What is my objective? My objective is to reach Baba across 3 rows of sink. I must therefore push 3 objects in. But fungus is word, which is kind of cool. What can I do with access to is word? I have rock is push. Rock is rock, fungus is fungus, no objects transformation. But how do I use this telly properly? I have an extra is over there. I have a conspicuous skull right here which can receive words. Push things through the door because door's not stop. It just becomes wall. And you're pushable too, right? Yeah, you are. fungus will become not push always when I go through that door. Because I can't move the teleporters. I mean, unless, of course, I bring another is with me, but I feel like that cannot be the solution. Because fungus is word, I need to declare fungus is push elsewhere. Simultaneously, rock must be push. So what do I do about that? I only have access to one push up here. Rock is push and fungus is push. And they cannot coexist, like, cleanly. Basically, that wall next to the rock text makes it impossible for me to do a nice, like, rock is push, fungus is push formation. Which is unfortunate. But it's obviously by design. So how do I achieve both being push at once? If the answer is it's impossible, then I would have to come up with a way to work with my rocks and fungus after crossing that wall. It's not impossible. That's important. First of all, here's the fungus in the room. Now, is this fungus in the room with us now? Yeah. I wonder if rock is word is more correct. Oh! We need to exploit is word to create some text stacking bullshit. I can never disable fungus's push, though, is the problem. But I can disable rock as push. So what I actually need in here is a rock, not a fungus. Although I am having some trouble here now. Oh, I'm having a lot of trouble here now. How do I do my text stacking? Now, there's this extra is up here that I haven't used yet. I'm trying to figure out how that's relevant, or if this structure here is relevant, because it very well might be. Like, I haven't considered it yet. I'm just trying to see, like, what the problem is with this. Yeah, text is push and rock is push, so I cannot make it occupy the same space right now. If I were to successfully get rid of that rock text, I would no longer be able to push the rock into space, into place. So yeah, that's a minor issue. Maybe this is correct. It might just be really annoying. Wait, why is the text not being teleported? Because it's telly. I mean, yeah, obviously it's suspicious, but I can't. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3 there with a skull is, right? But with it. Okay, you know what? Let's just move this rock safely out of the... Not that safely out of the way. Not that safely out of the way. Let's try to do something with this. Let's do something safely here. Prisma! Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I don't think we can do anything here. Not with that. So now the rock is word, but the rock again is not push, so I die, right? I mean, so this is like... noticeably... I still have an extra is. Oh, and again, text cannot be teleported, so this isn't the solution to begin with. Duh. Why did I do that? Okay, you bought a lot of orbs because you got told to. What? What does that even mean? What the fuck is going on? Jade, welcome to Baba. This is Baba. Game is confusing. Oh, you mean Prisma? No, dude, you mean the loot boxes? No, don't do that. But it's already done. No. Ah. Guys, I'm stumped. I can't bring my text over because text is float. So my text stacking idea is now... Oh, no! This is despicable. Whatever's about to happen here is despicable. I hate it with all of my heart. Oh, wait, I picked a bad sequence. Wow, that is so weird. That is so weird. I kind of love it. Rock and fungus were pushed at different times. You know, that also would have... well, I guess my concern there was how do I get back? How do I survive that, right? You could have stacked the objects off of the telly. Where? I can't push is... I didn't have to push. I didn't have to push. I didn't have to push. Bleh. Okay. I didn't have to push the push. I just did the... I screwed it up. I made it so much harder than it had to be. Or I could have even done vertical. Like, oh no! Why did I do that? No! I see a knot now, and oh my goodness, I see knots, I see word, I have U, I have an extra U? Oh, jeez. Flag is win. I have an is flag over there. I also have an is defeat over there, which is, oh jeez. Okay. Belt is belt and shift and not you. Wall is wall and not me. When I walk into either of these rooms, I will be permanently stuck in them. Unless I have multiple me's in different rooms. I don't think I can do not you is flag, rock is word, Baba is push. So I need rock to be me. Somehow. But wait, but if Baba's... Oh no. But it's been fun bullshit so far. There's been one level that I profoundly didn't like, and that's it. Okay, you know what? I haven't given my brain enough breaks. I've been solving puzzles for an hour and 50 minutes. So maybe I go give myself like a 2-3 minute break. And we will be right back. put away my laundry, actually. That was a good mental break. I had some laundry to put away. Let's figure out what the hell is going on here. Okay. Rock is word, wall is stop. I have a U, I have a not. This not is the really disorienting thing. I cannot make not wall is you. Not allowed. Not you together don't do anything useful. The rock isn't push, but Baba is. Now I'm stuck in here and just... I need to turn... What can I turn into a flag? Let's figure that out first. What can I turn into a flag? Only rock. I can only turn... What? What? Okay. Rock is word. That's right. If rock is me when it enters here, it's Stinky! That's mean! Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. We have to find a way to make rock is flag, but... using this rock, which can never enter here, and also we can't enter there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. That's really hard. But again, I'm confident I can figure it out. It's just going to take a lot of thinking, a lot of effort. Because that's difficult. I don't know what I'm going to do to start. Okay, let's start like this. How do I use the not? And how do I use the you? Because not something is you is almost surely the way I can do that. But the only thing I can turn into me is rock. So it would actually be not rock is word. Probably not rock is word, rock is you, but I only have one is. That's the problem. Oh, probably. This level looks like it's really easy to get trapped in. I'm probably going to screw it up a couple of times before I figure it out. There's no way I don't get it wrong. What am I doing here? Okay. Wall is word is actually allowed. Wall is word is allowed. That's just walking into somewhere silly, right? Welcome back, number 39. How are you doing? Wall is stuff. Okay. I'm now starting to think that the right line is to use wall is you. Or, yeah, wall. Sorry, probably wall is, no, wall is not me. Wall is word. And then, here, I'm going to break for a second. Wall is word, and then turn to... No, because wall is wall. Wall is wall. Wall is wall. Duh. Wall is wall. Belt is belt. The only thing that can turn into a flag is Baba and rock. We established this, right? We established this. Rock or Baba? Those are the two. Yeah. Aw, that was kind of a nice sounding solution if it worked. Okay, I get the impression that I must send both not and you into here and just go in. Right, okay. So only one of those can go in. Unless I try to send not remotely via rock. This is getting disorienting. Let's just start trying things, right? Does this make any sense? Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. Well, I can't say that does a lot for me. I can't say that does a lot for me. Oh, no. Okay, so we've established that I can only get one of these two words into here. The other one can go in here, but what do I do with it? Because, like, there's only one space here. It's a fun ranking project. Could be pretty useful, right? Okay. One word per area, if any word at all. Wait, okay, does any word belong in here? What do I do? So if rock is word and I send rock in here, I instantly die. So, like, let's just do... No, let's just create a brick here just to fully take in what's going to happen. Right? This rock isn't word. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm bricked right now. I can't do rock as you and rock as word at the same time. So I have to find a way to set up rock such that it dies exactly where I want it. Which should be right here. Beautiful. Okay. However, I am bricked because I can't access that flag. But that is like the premise. I have not used the not at all, and the not is going to be necessary. Look, Epic Tree, I'm the kind of person who likes lists, right? I like making charts and tables and lists that don't really matter. Just because it's fun. So yeah, like that's a lot of levels, and that would definitely take you some time to like get your reference system set up, but like, you know, I can see that being fun. Epic tease, but I can't believe I said it. Yeah, my bad. You know, guys, you can't always correct me on the pronunciation. Like, sometimes I just miss things. Okay, I'm bricked here, so we need to figure something else out. But that's the core idea of the level. Do not... Baba is you and push. And we've established that we can't use push to escape shift, right? We've already tried that. E-bikes. Okay, this is E-Pike. Let's try bringing in Not and just see what happens. I can't make wall is not stop. I don't know what wall is not word would do. I'm just trying to make sentences and see what happens. I mean, that does nothing. That's an is not statement. What is the is not statement going to do for me here? I need not something is, but not rock is. I'm having a really hard time conceptualizing what the not is supposed to do in this level. So one thing I can do is I can actually force Not and the rock to occupy the same space in this room. Because if rock is not me, then it's actually not solid. And so getting it stuck on the shift belt would be not bad. But then, like, what does it do? What does it do? Because again, then we end up with the problem where the rock is the flag, but I can't get to the flag. So, I don't know, Dallas. It's confusing and weird. We're trying to figure out what this not does. It's also clear now. Oh, okay. Oh, now I know what to do. Thanks, Dallas. Okay. Figure out what not to do and then do not that. Shit, guys, the lawyers showed up. Everyone run. Scatter to the winds. Nothing can leave either room, correct? Nothing can leave either room? Is that true? Like, yeah, the belts are here, so nothing can leave either room. Once something is somewhere, it can't get out. I must find a situation in which Baba and the rock are allowed to be in the same place. Now, since rock is word and wall is stop, rock is not push, I need rock is me. You not rock. Rock not you. I don't have an is to use with this, so it kind of sucks, but... Okay, so... I think it is unavoidable that Baba must enter this top room. I think Baba has to come in here at some point, which means Baba must enter here and then finish the level in here. Now, that is deeply confusing to me. I've figured out what the not does. I need to make... Wait, but not... No, but not rock is you means the flag is me, which means even if the flag isn't there, the flag is still stuck in this room. So that's not what not can do for me. Wall is wall, belt is belt, rock is you, Baba is you, all possible. Either Baba or the rock can transform into the flag. So where I'm stuck on right now, guys, is that I cannot figure out a way to prevent my two objects from entering the same area. I cannot figure that out. If I can find a way to bring not and you in together, maybe there's some... You know what? Let's try committing something, okay? Oh, no, I have to bring you in first. I need to get Baba stuck, like, up here in a corner somewhere. Or, like, oops. Almost there. Okay, we're both inside. Now I can destroy... Not like that. Okay, rock is no longer me. I will now declare... I will now declare that not rock is you. That means text is me. Wait. Why is text not me? Oh my gosh. Not rock doesn't mean text. That's really depressing, actually. So I must be bricked. Because my premise doesn't work. Like, not rock is me does not give me control of text. I guess I just got too used to all? No, but all doesn't affect... What does? There was something here that gave me... I mean, I feel like there was something that wasn't explicitly text is you that gave me control of text, but I can't remember what that was. Well, I'm definitely bricked now, so... So now what? Back to the drawing board. this is defeat would only be relevant if simultaneously rock... Wait, so... Okay, I haven't used Baba is push yet. I haven't used Baba is push at all yet. How do I use Baba is push? If the rock pushes Baba... Wait, was I... Hold on, okay. Let me try one more really stupid thing, which surely is not the answer. Wrong order of them, though. Oh, come on, no. Beautiful. Oh, hang on. Okay, just for knowledge. I got them occupying the same space, but that's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, guaranteed you cannot push through. My legs are also shaking. I'm wearing jeans with, like, noticeable knee holes today, and, like, I keep seeing my skin poking up through the camera because I'm shaking my legs a bit. I'm having a hard time visualizing what the knot is for now that knot rock is like doesn't include text. I'm having a hard time visualizing what the Baba is push is for. Especially since Baba is you as a constant and I can't just turn into rock and then not have Baba is me. So like, what does it mean? Like, everything just feels so permanent and final in this level. If not rock is word, then Baba is word. Then Baba is flag, and then... No, but then Baba is defeat. And so if not rock is word, then Baba enters and dies. Instantly. Instantaneously. Baba will enter and die. So the only thing that could possibly enter is rock when it's not word. Because I can't push rock in here. Wait, but how would Baba even get out? Wall is wall and not you. Okay, so the one thing I haven't considered is maybe it's possible to actually dismantle this wall as stop. How would I go about doing that? I cannot make not wall is stop. I feel like if I were able to dismantle that wall as stop, then this level would immediately become much easier. But that's way easier said than done. Way easier said than done. I know how to get the U in here. I know how to get the rock in here. Yeah, no worries, Minoshi. I have a rock because it's capable of pushing Baba and because it's one of the few things in the level that can become flag. I can't create any words without going into this room. Okay. Well, we know the opening must therefore involve this. The opening has to be related to this. This is the only possible opening that I can see that actually accomplishes something. Okay, rock is me. Cool. Rock is me, and rock is capable of pushing Baba. Baba is push means Baba is and always will be solid. Belt is shift. Very specifically means... I mean, hold on, let's... If something would be on that tile, it moves. That's what belt shift means. I mean, rock can give me not. Rock has technically given me not. But it has to come in to actually give me rock. To actually give me access to not. I would imagine this is a brick. Technically, I do not know for sure that it is. So I will leave not out for now while I consider my next move. Rock is you is very relevant, almost surely. Can I make wall is stop go away? That was my next big question. Rock is not... Okay, so if I have is not, that just takes a rule and invalidates it. That's all it does. I don't have access to another stop or a wall to make wall is not stop, which would invalidate wall is stop. I can't do that. Something is not word doesn't make any sense. I can't make is not defeat, is not flag, like, it doesn't do anything for me. Therefore, it makes more sense to try something like not rock is you, not wall is stop. Not rock is word. That's the only way I can create Baba is word, by the way. Not rock is word. But I can't have rock is you and not rock is word at the same time. Can I box myself in with not Baba is you? Because if Baba is word, can I make not Baba is you? I don't think I can. I mean, because again, those two can't be true at once. I can't have... I can't do Baba is word. Because I don't have Baba text. It has to be not rock is word. And then I could make Baba is you, but that doesn't do anything for me because Baba already is me. Wall is word is something I can do. Let me just play around for a second. I don't really have any better ideas, so I'm just... Oh, shoot. I'm not supposed to push rock there. I don't have any better ideas. Like, obviously I can't do that. I can't do wall as rock. I don't see what I can do with wall as word. Unless I had access to not, and then wall is not rock doesn't mean anything, because that's an is not statement, not a not something is. And is not only invalidates rules. I can't do wall as you, but I mean, I've done wall is word. Not rock is you. Wall is not you. Okay, fuck it. I'm bringing the not in here just to try stuff. What was that? What did I just say? Like, I don't remember. Okay, rock is... Ooh, Jade might have an idea. Let's hope so, because I sure don't. Okay, I can bring not in like this. This is the only way I can bring not in. I can actually break rock, as you know. That's okay. Wall is word. I mean, that's just already a rule that exists. That doesn't do anything for me. And again, we've tried... I mean, this is... I'm breaking the level, but, like... Not rock is you doesn't give me anything more that can be me. I'm really and truly stumped on this one, unfortunately. I'm not finding any sentences that help me. I can't come up with any mechanics that can help me. It's so sequence-oriented that I'm really struggling to visualize it. Especially since everything that I've come up with seems to be impossible. Again, the only option that I feel like I have is to dismantle wall is stop, but right now I can't visualize how to do that. If I can dismantle wall is stop, then I can properly interact with both rooms, which is very big, very important. Because as it stands, the only thing I found to make a flag so far is rock is word and moving the wall, or moving the rock into that room, which worked, but then Baba and the rock could not interact with each other. I have not properly used the not keyword. I have not properly used Baba is push. But I'm just struggling to see how they relate to the words that I have. So we just have to do another sentence check. That's the only options we have. Wall is word so far has produced nothing valid. Yeah, wall is... Well, the wall is not you. Hasn't done anything either. Not wall is you is not possible. So again, are you sure means you are wrong. So, let's go figure this out. Wall is not you. I am in a Taco Bell drive-thru. Okay, what in the... Like, what did that achieve? What did that achieve? I genuinely can't tell what this has done. This just establishes a rule that already exists. Like, this rule is already active. So yes, I am sure that this does nothing. I am absolutely sure that this does nothing. Because it's already true. This hasn't declared anything new. Okay, so now we are getting somewhere. If I declare wall is word after I figure out where to put knots, then I can do not wall is, I can do not wall is you. I can do not wall is word and then Baba is word. But I don't, Not wall is you. I can't make anything stop. Oh my goodness, I just realized how disorienting this is gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna try to place it here. Try to place it here. Okay, we now have rock liberated. But now what can I do with that? Yeah, because that's really, really hard to visualize. Like I should have recognized that the space around the rooms matters. I can't make it. I'm looking at the bottom room now. Like not wall is flag is technically an option. Well, not really, but maybe not doesn't belong there. But not wall is you is kind of okay. Wait. Yeah. So if I do rock is you, now I can freely move the knots. Well, now I can't because I put Baba in the worst spot imaginable. But now I can't move the knots. I'm just trying to visualize now what I can do with this new bit of knowledge. Wall is word. Wall is flag will never be legitimate. I can do... Not wall is word. No, not wall is you. Not wall is you. Doesn't give me access to anything new. I don't feel like... I think not is probably not supposed to... Wait, did I click? Yeah, I did. I feel like not is probably not supposed to go there. What happens if not goes there? Not wall is... But then I'd have not... I can't make not wall as you simultaneously with not wall as flag. Nor can rock as you and... brain melting. Once knots goes on the upper wall, it cannot move. I need to be sure that the text has to be vertical there. Stuck to... It's challenging. It's really tough. Welcome to stream, Recycled Doom. No, we can get it. We can get it for sure. It's just gonna take a little more effort. Oh, a lot more effort. We just need to figure out on which wall does this not have to go, and then what do we do from there? I'm way too obsessive to like check other stages that I can access. I'm doing Chasm, so here I am. Okay, assuming I do make not wall is, or sorry, wall is word, not wall is you. Assuming I do that, what do I do with the extra rock text that is free? What does that actually do for me? Because I wouldn't have interacted with... I would not have interacted with this bottom room yet. And the knots would be used just to free up a rock text. Oh my god! It's so simple! I need to figure out how to sequence it, but it's so simple! I can't believe I didn't see this sooner. Not wall is you means that flag is you. Okay, so we need to figure out how to sequence that. So... Okay, I need to get Baba stuck somewhere. Hang on. There we go. Okay, now I just have to figure out how to get these two, like, properly desynced. Okay. Oh my goodness, how did I not see it sooner? How did I not see it sooner? Then it doesn't matter that I can't leave the room. Okay, hang on. How do I sequence this properly? I think I actually still need rock as you for the short term. Not yet, not yet, not yet. I still need to work out the sequence. Okay, let's get rock stuck. Okay. Rock is word. It's now a flag. Not wall is you. Wall is word. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful. Like, of course. I got so caught up in like the Baba and the rock that I didn't even fully process what not wall is you means. Like, well, there we go. There's the solution. Yes, Epic Kitty. I would like to know why Baba is push. What cheese does that prevent? You bastards. You're all the worst. That feels fantastic. Great. And I did it without hints. I did it with 0 hints. Yeah. Well, not 0 hints because we got the not. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I was happy. We had a hit. We had 1 hint. So what next? We have access to. We don't have E or G done in Chasm. I didn't even realize you could unlock both at once. Oh, right. It's the funny thing that we used in that one Baba Kiki level like way sooner, right? Yeah. Okay, that I can see how that would have caused problems. Okay. Well, Volcanic Cavern is next. But I think it's probably a good idea for me to end it off for the night. I did say I was kind of tired tonight. My new routine that I'm getting into is exhausting me a little bit. I don't feel completely energized. My sleep schedule is not completely intact yet. So I think for specifically tonight, even though I'm not going to go to bed right away, it would still probably be good for me to close off the stream for now. But we still have more Baba scheduled for tomorrow. We're going to try to do the entire Volcanic Cavern tomorrow. That's the plan, at least. Yeah. And then we may be doing more on Sunday just because I'm addicted to this game right now and I just keep going like I want to play more Baba, like more Baba. So yeah, that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope that Baba starts at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, but we know that it didn't start at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. So it could be late. Make sure to hit the bell because it will show up. It's so addicting. I can't get enough of it. Well, I'm ending earlier than usual, so we may be able to find one of my goons for a raid, which would be nice. Do we have anybody? We do not. Okay. Okay. Well, that's all. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Don't forget to love yourselves, respect each other. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.